All right, check it out. We are here at the Hope Project offices in Lakeland, Florida, and we're getting ready for Core Value Chat. I'm here with Giselle Mota, and thank you for coming out and doing this today.
My pleasure.
We're going to be talking about the core value of more.
Right.
All right, and this, to be honest with you, this is a different core value chat for me. When I started doing this, I got out a notebook and I thought of people I could talk to about certain things, and I was writing in my notebook, and I knew Pete Dawson would be great to talk about maturity, and my friend Jordan Rippey would be great to talk about excellence. When I thought of you, I just put your name in the book, and I didn't have a specific talk. I just knew you would be good at it. So I know you're passionate, I know you're really smart, I know you're great at your job, I've seen you in action, but I didn't have a core value. And so I sent you the list and you said more.
More.
I want to do more.
That's right.
Your exact word was, that's right down my alley.
It is.
And so why is the concept of more, doing more, creating more, being more in life, right down your alley?
I think, Than, and thanks again for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So I think that one of the main things, I live my life out of purpose.
Okay.
So I think that I'm all about doing more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if everybody can kind of center and find, why are you even here?
Right.
You know, I consider myself to be a miracle.
Okay.
I was going back to my history of being born. I was born blind and mentally retarded.
Wow.
with a infection in my brain that was called toxoplasmosis.
Okay.
And many different doctors confirmed that. So I mean, it's crazy, but it was a miracle that I'm even here and able to see and function, normally.
Wow.
So I'm all about, let's live on purpose, and everything I can do stems from that. So I'm like, let's do more. I want to live every day.
Absolutely. You don't want to leave anything behind when
Right.
it's all said and done. So that's incredible. I did not know that about you. Very cool. I know we met on LinkedIn. So shout out to LinkedIn. I don't know if people actually meet on LinkedIn and
Use
actually do anything in life.
Right.
But networking is huge.
Right.
And I imagine you use networking to do more. I mean, we met on LinkedIn, and then we had coffee.
Right.
And then you were at my house with like 15 other
Yeah.
people. And now you're in my office. And so
Right.
how has networking helped you? How has that been kind of a way to do more?
I think networking is key. It's important for us to reach out to people.
Okay.
No matter what we think as far as an obstacle goes,
Okay.
reach out, because you'll find, again, going back to that more, you have a purpose, you have something that you can impact,
Right.
and serve other people. So find people around you in your network. It doesn't matter what level you think they are. I interact with people who are vice presidents or presidents of organizations,
Absolutely.
CEOs, all the way down to just a normal
Right.
student or anybody of that matter. And I've been able both to serve into their lives, even in small ways through networking, or they've been able to do the same for me just by making
Right.
those connections.
And so people are reaching out to you,
Right.
and you're reaching out to other people
Exactly.
as well, and kind of whatever you can do to add value. And really, if you help other people accomplish more,
Right.
it will be a step for you as well. Right?
Exactly.
Very cool. I do want to talk about something. I'm going to let you know something. You probably already know this.
Yeah.
Okay, but you are a Dominican woman.
No.
Yes. This just
Oh
in.
my gosh.
Yes. And you work in a field that at first glance could seem dominated by men.
Right.
All right. Has that been an obstacle for more, or has that been a motivation for more? How have you used that in your life?
I'd say, not only am I Dominican, so for those who don't know, it's a Hispanic culture.
Okay.
I am brown skinned,
Right.
and I'm a female.
Yeah.
So those are things that typically people find as barriers of entry.
Okay.
I think it has to do, I find it more as a challenge and a motivation. So I think it has to do with what do you do with that as a minority, as a female, or whatever the case is. Take it, and no one can deny your talent and your gifting and your ability.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what race you are, what gender you are, anything like that. If you just prove your excellence and you do more and you live a life of purpose and value, you put value to, you add value to other people, it doesn't matter what you are.
Right.
And so I
And so
find it more like a challenge.
I know a lot of people like to play the victim,
Right.
or if they're not having success, they're looking for reasons why, and they could use kind of a victim mentality, but you're saying blow through that
Exactly.
and go for it, right?
Yeah, I come from very humble beginnings. My parents were immigrants in this country.
Awesome.
They struggled to have everything that they built for me and my family. So I know the value of hard work and just pressing on, no matter where you come from or where you start.
Awesome, I love it. I got to be honest with you about something else. I don't know what you do. Okay, I have no idea.
Are you serious?
I've seen you in action, right?
So this is a good question. This is good.
I know you do a lot of things.
Yes.
I've been to Tampa to a classroom that you were teaching, leading, presenting. I've seen you do like TED Talk type things.
Right.
I know you do a lot of stuff. I know you're good at it, but I don't know what it is you do. What do you do?
Okay. This is good, because I think a lot of people who
Right.
look at me from the outside in, they're like, what does she do?
What does she do?
Well, here you go, guys. This
All
is
right.
what I do. So So basically, at the core of everything that I do, I help people in their learning and training efforts.
Okay.
So everything that has to do with, my own business has to do with going into an organization that's struggling with how do we get our people to learn and how do we impact our training. So then I come in as a learning strategist and a consultant on that end.
Okay.
And then I'm also a part of the SBA's program called Emerging Leaders. And what I do is every year, I take a group of CEOs and put them through an MBA sort of program where they learn everything from goal setting, their leadership, human resources, marketing, everything, their financials. And then we go in and we help them throughout a few months together. And then I do speak a lot at different events on training, and lately I've been doing a lot on artificial intelligence, automation, and just the impact of these technologies on how people learn at work. So I teach classes online. I'm a professor.
Do you eat and sleep as
well?
I
don't eat and sleep.
No? Okay. That's great though. That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
I forgot to mention, because some people who might be, and I also work with PricewaterhouseCoopers as another thing. They're an accounting firm.
Right.
And I help as an administrative support concierge, and then I also help just with their training efforts of the admin staff.
And so if someone's watching this and they're like, "Ooh, I need what she was just talking about," how do they get a hold of you? What can they sign up for?
Let's go back to LinkedIn.
Go back to LinkedIn? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So if there's anybody out there who wants to connect on any of those areas, whether it's through the CEO mentoring groups that I do, if it's my own consulting work, more to have me speak, or even if you're interested more in PwC, whatever the case is. So LinkedIn,
find her. She will help you do more in life. She's always doing more. What else are you going to do? Is there more out there for you, or are you satisfied right now?
I mean, well, with the more, I try to do things purposefully. So I don't just do more for the sake of doing more. I don't think that's productive. So I think everything you do and everything I do it's on purpose. And definitely I have accountability in every area of what I do. So at PwC, I have people who make sure and give me feedback on how my progress is, and I have like mentors, and the work I do outside, I have other people as well. So it's just, I mean, yes, there's always more. I'm good where I am right now.
You're good.
But I always want to create an impact in what I do. Yeah.
I think a lot of what you're saying boils down to not trying to do life on your own, but kind of, if you want to have a huge impact, help others, find people to bring around you, do those types of things.
Exactly, yeah.
I want to ask you this. If there's a young Giselle out there, or maybe not even a young one. I see like 3 Giselles out there watching, okay?
There's 3?
Yes, there's the 16-year-old fireball that wants to do something, they don't know what, but they know they can do it, and they're going to. Okay, then you have the Giselle that's you out there, that's working hard, hustling. Maybe they're making it, maybe they're not.
Right.
And then maybe a 10-year-old version of you, or 10-year-older version of you that has always wanted to do more, and maybe they're not there yet.
Right.
And they're thinking, can I do this? Is it too late? Is it past my time? Speak to those Giselles out there.
Wow, it's a lot of Giselles.
Yeah, find them. Speak to them, let them know. What would you say?
So the younger one, I'd say be humble and be prepared to learn. Like, equip yourself.
Right.
Take time and be patient, because you might look at a lot of people and compare yourself to the successes of other people.
Right. Yeah.
You don't understand the work that goes behind the scenes.
And you're only seeing their success from one perspective.
The tip of the iceberg.
Right.
So you're only seeing that. So be patient with yourself and your process, and learn along the way. Like, develop a spirit of excellence in everything that you do, and you'll get there. To the person who's hustling, hustle hard, keep hustling. Yes, I know the value of the hustle. And so there's a lot of things that you should continue to invest in yourself. Again, be patient with your process and where you are. If you have to cut certain things off, cut them off. It's okay to say no to certain opportunities.
No is a powerful word.
Yep, because you don't want to spin your wheels. And always give to other people. When you give, it will come back to you. So just invest. Everything doesn't have to be you in the limelight, direct benefit to you. Do something, and along the way, doors will open for you. And to the older person. What did you say about the older person?
She's a little older. Maybe she just figured out I can do more in life.
Right.
Or she has been going for it and hasn't gotten there yet.
Okay.
Is there time past? Is it too late?
No, not at all. Okay. No. It's never too late. If you want to reinvent yourself, if you want to do anything new and put yourself out there, it's definitely never too late. So again, I guess I'd say to you, be patient. I've had a lot of people, which is funny, tell me, they look at me and say, I wish I could be like you. Right. They say, and they're people who have been presidents of companies and organizations, and I'm like, really? They just, I would tell that older person or that person who's, if you've already been successful in your own right, again, don't be confused or deceived by what you see in other people. You might not know the struggles or what it took for them to get there, or who's helping them to get there behind the scenes that you never see.
Yep.
So
awesome, man. This is all great stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more. I bet we could go for an hour if we needed to, but I'm gonna kind of shut it down.
Sure.
And I think there's people out there that are gonna see this. It's gonna help them that want to connect with you. I'm gonna throw your info.
Sure.
I'm gonna throw her info in the description of this video. Go find her on LinkedIn for one. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. I want you to know I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Watching from afar,
Thank you.
cheering you on. If you're celebrating something, I'm celebrating as well.
Thanks. I'm your fan too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. And so that's Giselle Mota, and this was a Core Value Chat on More. Please like it, comment on it, share it with someone that you think may like to see it. If you know one of those Giselles out there, share this with them.
One of the three?
One of the three. There's probably more too.
Okay.
But like that, also subscribe so you can always catch the next thing we're doing. I can say this, there will be another video coming out about something next week.